a very peculiar thing happened that has never happened before in my lifetime. Very quick rundown for those who are new here. I am a paraplegic. I was paralyzed at 2 years old. It's an act of child abuse in the foster care system. Great, now you're all caught up. With that context in mind, I've never had phantom feeling in my legs. I've never had phantom pains in my legs. I think that's just because my body does not know what that would feel like in my lower extremities, if you will, and that's the only logical explanation I could ever come to. The other day, I took that entire day to kind of contemplate what had occurred. It was around 6 in the morning. Mind you, I don't like being up early, so I woke up and I was in an uncomfortable, you could call it pain. It was more so just a very uncomfortable feeling, and the best way I can describe the feeling is either your arm had fallen asleep, but most of the blood was back, but you could kind of feel your pulse doing this, or if you had a rubber band and or a hair tie, and you could just kind of feel that pulse as you remove the band. That was what I felt, but it wasn't on my hand, it wasn't on my torso, it was down by my left ankle, and I knew because it had me in a very uncomfortable feeling. So I was wide awake at that point, and I thought to myself, well, maybe a sheet got wrapped up because I was still in bed. Perhaps that was the cause. I sat up and I checked, and as I sat up, I lost that feeling. I was just looking at my legs and I went, well, maybe it was a spasm. My feet and my legs tend to have spasms every now and then, though I've gotten a pretty good handle on it, knock on wood. So I was feeling, but they were still as river stones. Nothing was triggering them to freak out. Like you can bet I was freaking out. I'm not well versed in how long phantom feelings or phantom pains can last, but I can tell you this lasted not 20 minutes, not 15 minutes. It lasted well over an hour, and it only stopped when I got out of bed. So first thing I did was I called my mother and I explained what happened, and the first thing she says was, "Are you sure?" Because what do you say in that situation? I showed her and I described exactly where. It was just above my left ankle, and it was in a ring as if a rubber band or a hair tie had been wrapped around it all night long. And I said it just felt like a heartbeat or a pulse or just the blood going back to revive the circulation in my leg. But it was nothing in my right, it was just the left. So I'm not particularly sure how to go about this. This morning it was not there, but throughout the day, yesterday, every now and then, there were very, very subtle sensations, but it wasn't throughout the leg. It was only in parts, kind of like a swimming pool where you have warmer spots and colder spots. That's sort of how it felt throughout the day, but not nearly as vivid as what happened in the morning. With that in mind, any orthopedic surgeons or nurses that perhaps specialize in this sort of thing, in the comment section, please give me your guesses. Your theories are as good as mine.